Beautiful seekers, this is Clarity 1129. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I have a quick pick a card reading for you, and today's topic is messages from the higher realm. So whether it's from the universe, whether it's from your spirit guides, ancestors, this is messages from the higher realm for you. And we'll see the cards together. They're all pre-shuffled, the tarot as well as the oracle cards. But I've kept this open, so there could be any messages. So you intuitively pick your pile and there will be messages. Now I don't know whether they're specific in one area of your life or they are general messages. We'll find out together. All right. So without further ado, let me introduce you to the piles. Pile number 1 is the Destroyer. You can see the card clearly here. Or this Labradorite crystal. Pile number 2 is Thanatos. In that there was a wolf's eyes. I think they were wolves. And here I think the whole face is visible. Which also tells me I don't have my glasses on. Alright. And this is the Amethyst point. And pile number 3 is the Lovers. The Lover, sorry, not the Lovers. The Lover. And this clear quartz crystal. All right. So, dear seekers, close your eyes. Palms facing upward. Take a deep breath. Hold. Release. Relax into it. Open your eyes slowly. And whichever crystal you're drawn to, that is your pile. So let's start with pile number 1. Here we go. Pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. For those of you who've chosen this Destroyer card or this Labradorite crystal, this is your reading. So what are the messages from the universe, from the higher realms for you? Let's find out. I'm going to place your crystal here. This crystal is all about creating magic. To know that we all can create magic. We are indeed magical creatures. We don't see it like that because it is such a mundane life and we get stuck in the rut. But we have a whole lot of power inside of us which is yet to be tapped. All right, so I'm placing your crystal here, and with this Destroyer card, well, I'll put it right here in the center and we'll take a look at it. I will be incorporating it in the reading. So let's take a look. You get the 6 of Wands, the Chariot, the 2 of Swords. You've got an extra card, okay. And the Magician. Wow, powerful. Well, let's put that like that. You know, whenever I pre-shuffle the cards, I always feel I must first, just place the cards like that without opening them to see how they'll fit so that I don't waste time doing that here. But it never works out. I always forget. Then you have Wisdom, Indecision, Yin and Yang, beautiful. Red, free yourself from pain. Black Kyanite, set strong boundaries. Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. Success, I'll put that near the 6 of Wands here. And balance, spirituality and practicality. Now let me just take a look whether everything is fitting in. It is, and I can put this here. I can. So that way it's going to be balanced. Yes? Okay. All right. Pile number 1. Those of you who've chosen the Destroyer or the Labrador crystal, here is your reading, and these are the messages from your higher realms. First of all, this message is for those of you who are already feeling this, some of you who are going to feel this in the near future, and some of you may be a little, the weight is going to be different for every one of you. Some of you must be in the thick of it. Some of you will be right in the beginning of it. The stages are going to be different. But this is how it is. You might find yourself being, uprooted. It's almost like you are in the middle of a tower moment, or a tower moment is just waiting to happen. You've got the warning signs for it. You've been told to take steps, but you, because of this indecision here, you know exactly what you want, but your heart knows what you want. But you are worried about the people around you, whether it'll affect them, will it upset them. You want to be right by everybody, so you refuse to decide. This is almost the Two of Swords energy. All right, wherein you know the decision, but you are not taking it because you just don't want to face the consequence of the decision. You feel it's, let things happen the way it is. But sometimes it's easier when you decide and face the consequences, because when the tower moment happens, and even though the tower moment happens for you and not to you, but the fact is that it's a sudden jolt. You could have done it your way. You would still have to face whatever it is, but you would have been happy at the end of it that you did it. Now it's like, if you don't know swimming, or you're scared of swimming, and someone tells you to jump from the top, you're apprehensive. But if someone pushes you, that's worse, right? So the tower moment is like that. You are pushed into change because you're resisting it, and that's what's happening here. There is something that you really want to do, and with this Six of Wands and Chariot here and the Success card here, I feel this is your heart is telling you to go in this direction. This is possibly your soul purpose. This is what makes you really happy. All right, this is what you've been manifesting for a very long time. But the people around you, they possibly won't agree, or you feel that they won't agree, and you are not deciding to follow your heart because of this. But with this Destroyer card, you can't hold this for very long. Now, for each of you, this is going to be in a different area of your life. It's going to be something completely, for some of you, it could be which course you want to do when you're studying. For others of you, it could be which career you may be in a stable career and you want to shut it down and start something else. For some of you, it could be in a relationship. Maybe for some of you, you are in a relationship, but you feel it's over and you need to go somewhere else. Basically, there's going to be a major shift in your life. I'm not surprised. We've had 2 eclipses now, and as I post this, we'll be out of the Mercury retrograde, but all those themes have come up, and you have finally, now what your heart wants, all right, whichever area it is in your life. But you know that this is, whatever your heart is asking for, is something that the people around you's logic will not accept. And it is that battle whether you should trust their logic, which is what the right thing to do is, which is going to keep you stable, which is not going to, get you out of your comfort zone. And there is your heart's calling, which is going to give you immense joy, and it says immense joy. So either you take that decision for yourself, or the universe is going to push you in such a way that you will have no choice but to take that decision anyway, because if you are meant to go in one direction, you will go in that direction. And the best part is that's the direction that your heart wants, that you really, really want, but you are just trying to make people happy. Now, that is one message for some of you, maybe for all of you. Take it. See, this is a general reading, and I've just kept it open. So there are going to be different messages for different people. Some may resonate with all. Sometimes none of them may resonate with you. So you choose another pile. This is a timeless reading and a general reading. So if you're here, chances are there will be one message in it for you at least, if not more. But do not force fit anything. You know your situation better than I do. This is a general reading. I'm just going to read out the energies here. So take what resonates and leave the rest for somebody else. All right. Now, why I say that is because this is going to be a universal thing that for this pile, that you are going to be stepping out of your comfort zone, either willingly or you're going to be pushed into it. All right. So the choice is with you. Now, for those of you who have been wanting to or following their heart to do something, and you've been wondering, why things haven't moved, it's just coming. And it's not just coming slowly, it's coming fast. All right. With this Chariot card here and the Six of Wands and the success, this major success here. For those of you who haven't started working on this, who are still thinking logically to make everyone happy, but deep down inside still manifesting it here with the Magician. All right. This is what you're doing. You are manifesting it, and when it's coming to you, the universe is ready to give it to you. You just join in with everybody else's logic, saying that, all right, maybe this is what my heart wants, but if you look at the larger picture, if I just carry on doing what I'm doing, everyone around me is happy and I'm not exactly unhappy. So why rock the boat, or why tip the apple cart, or whichever way it is. I get confused sometimes with these adages, but there are so many of them. So basically, this is the energy, this Two of Swords. You're masking that Two of Swords with this King of Swords energy, wherein you try to think of this whole thing logically, and you say, yeah, I think I'm happy where I am. This job is quite good. All right, I wanted to do something else, but what I'm doing right now is not hurting me. It's making everyone around me happy. And after all, we are in a family, and it makes a lot of difference what other people feel. But your heart is saying, no, but this is where you always wanted to go, and now you've got this golden opportunity. Let's just go, And once we go there and things work out brilliantly, everyone will, they'll realize that the decision was wrong, and they should have actually been with you. For all you know, some of you just making this in your head and you feel that they won't agree, but when you put it across to them, they're going to be happy for you. All right. Human beings by nature, we are terrified creatures. We are so frightened because we think in terms of logic. So if things are out of our comfort zone, we don't really want to go there, because logic says just stay here, you'll be safe. But no big things happened if you carried on being stay safe. And how safe can you be in the same place forever? You cannot. You'll not even be living a life. It's time for you to move now to whichever direction that's been calling you. And pile number 1, it may be different, as I said, but each of you know exactly what it is. What is the first thing that came to your mind when I've said this? That is that thing which is calling you, which you're dying to go, and you've been thinking of it for a very long time. For some of you, it will be more than one thing, all right? But just do it. You're manifesting it. It's coming close to you. And now you're pretending that, no, not really. I think, logically we are fine. No. Now, for some of you, this has got to do with a relationship, all right? With this yin and yang here, this is beautiful. The number 36 or the number 9 could be significant, all right? This person could be your twin flame or a high-level soulmate whom you really love. You may or may not be with somebody else, or there may be religious factors or something which is coming in your way, which is why you don't want to take that decision, though you really know that this is where you want to go, all right? This person is perfect balance to you, all right? You both have mirrored each other in the past. Maybe you've gone separate ways. Maybe it's the time for reunion, all right? So this is very strong energy for that. But there's beautiful balance in this connection. For others of you where there is no other person, you yourself have worked on yourself and you're coming into great balance. Your masculine and feminine energies are perfectly balanced, all right? And this is the time that you need to move. Now this message, as I said, about the Tower moment, if you do not actually decide, if you don't muster up the courage to follow your heart, and if you just listen to everyone else, I told you that the Tower moment is going to happen. When the Tower moment happens, the first reaction which everyone has is that of fear, all right, because you've just been pushed out of your comfort zone. But you're being asked to trust in divine detours. And when such a thing happens, when that Tower moment happens, when you're pushed out of that comfort zone, or people know that this is what you've been thinking of, or for each of you, however it's going to work out, okay? Trust your talents in challenging times, because actually the Tower moment is happening for you, pile number 1. So even if it initially, you feel someone's pulled the rug under your feet, it does not matter. It is just to give you that push to this direction, which has got a lot of success, a lot of happiness. It is your soul purpose, something that you have been manifesting, all right? If you find yourself getting anxious during this period, meditate. if you meditate, you will get that wisdom from your intuition. All right, you will be connected with your intuition. You will see wonderful, with this magician here, and see the magic I said with this Labradorite crystal. You are meant to create something really beautiful. All right. Again, the number 9 was significant. The number 16 could also be significant, which is, or the number 7. There is going to be major change. Now with the black kyanite here and this card, the number 2 could again be significant, a red, which says free yourself from pain. All right, and set strong boundaries. When you finally make that decision that I'm going to stand up for myself, and no matter how well established my job is, or this unit is, my family unit is, or whatever it is, I can no longer stop my soul's calling. It is very strong and I need to go. Once you make up your mind, there'll be a lot of people who will not like it, especially people you really love. All right, because it's not just your life that you're shifting the lives of a lot of people around you. It's not going to be comfortable, and no one, we say all these great things that the, happiness lies on the other side of your comfort zone and everything. But there is a reason why that zone is called the comfort zone. We're all happy there. We can be ourselves. It's just, we don't have to do anything. It's automatic. But you are not meant to be a robot. All right, and neither is anyone else. So whether they like it or not, it is time for everyone to shift. They are going to be major transformation because planetary shifts are huge. I've done readings for it in the past. I'm not going there right now. So these things will happen, and it is your responsibility to take care of yourself and your needs. All right, and set strong boundaries. And let people respect your boundaries no matter how close they are to you. And you must respect their boundaries too. All right, everyone has a right to be the way they want to and live a life which is in their best interest. I'm not telling you to walk over people, but I'm also telling you not to let people walk over you. There has to be a healthy and mutual respect for what the other person wants. You do you and let them do what's good for them. All right, you need to rid yourself of pain. So when you take this decision, and if it is something which is against their logic, which is against what is the most comfortable and the most stable thing to do, you will find a whole lot of the people around you who are your near and dear ones, whom you really love. They're going to be, upset about it. They're going to possibly emotionally blackmail you, make you feel guilty, but you need to free yourself from this pain. Because if you don't do this, you'll have this gnawing feeling that I could have done it. Everything was ready. The universe gave me this, but I didn't. And you'll be living with this regret for a very long time. Now, when you move in this direction, will everything be perfect? To be honest with you, when you actually follow your heart, you'll find, and you show that strength of conviction and move in the direction that you need to be honest with you, the entire universe, the whole cosmos will work for you, with you, and move you ahead, and you'll find the journey is smooth. Yes, there will be roadblocks, because roadblocks are your learning process. All right, so you'll keep learning from this. So it's just natural that just give me a moment, I'm just lighting. And we are back. Sorry about the interruption. Yes, so where were we? So people may not actually understand you, but it's time for you to follow your inner guidance. All right, there is a lot of wisdom that's coming in. Be in touch with your intuition. This calling is so strong, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, and whichever area it is in your life, you have come into balance. For a lot of you, you may have done a lot of work already with this balance here. Balance your spirituality and practicality and this yin and yang. A lot of you have worked on yourself a lot, and that is why you've come into this balance, and that's why you realize where you want to go. And still, now you're just at the threshold. You just need to cross. But this indecision and this whole reaction that you feel is going to happen, this is what's holding you. But it's time for you to make that decision and tell it. You have made that decision. You're just not speaking it. Speak it out. Trust in yourself. trust in divine detours, and trust your talents in challenging times. No matter what the odds are, you are going to be a tremendous success. Whatever wisdom you need, you have here. You also have the energy of the King of Wands and the Magician. I'll have to hold all the cards like this because they're all so powerful. They're all so powerful, all right? But you need to rid yourself of pain and set clear boundaries that this is it. This is my life. You get to decide so much, and the rest of it is on me, and I decide I want to follow this. Say it politely, say it with love, try and explaining it, but beyond a certain point, when you know that no one's listening, it's okay. Let them not listen. You make your decision and move ahead. All right, follow your inner guidance. It's a soft voice, but it's a very firm voice, and it will carry on telling you this is the way to go, and it will show you every step of the way where you have to go. All right. So that's all I have for you, pile number 1. I wish you all the very best, and I'd love to know where this success was, because it is waiting to happen for you. All right, this is the messages from the higher realm, from your ancestors, from your spirit guides, from the universe, that wonderful things are waiting to happen. You're on the right path, and you've made the decision deep down inside. Just go for it. All right. So having said that, wishing you all the very best, and hope to hear from you when this grand thing happens, and I hope it's as smooth sailing as it can possibly be. Okay, take care. Bye bye. Welcome, pile 2. Those of you who've chosen this powerful Thanatos card and this beautiful amethyst point. This pile is full of light workers, healers, doctors, nurses, or anyone working to heal, anyone who have actually had a near-death experience or watched people have a near-death experience, or you have actually, taken care of people who've been through so much and more. The Thanatos card is someone who has faced death or seen someone facing death, and this has changed them for life, and this has brought in them so much compassion, and this is added to their healing. All right, so if you don't resonate with this, and you don't feel this is in any way true for you, and you don't resonate as a light worker or an empath or someone who has actually been able to heal people, or had an experience like this may not be your pile. You can think again. Either ways, you're most welcome to watch the reading and decide for yourself. All right, but this is definitely, and with this amethyst crystal, I'm not surprised. You are well in touch with your spirituality, and you understand the greater purpose of life. All right, let's look at your messages. You get the 2 of Pentacles, the 8 of Chalices, the 2 of Wands, Grace, Judgment, Chivalry, Gold, attract abundance, Appetite, get out of your comfort zone. Let's put this here, even though this looks better in the center, but we'll put that here. Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. The number 28 or the number 10 could be significant, as well as the number 3. Hermit, retreat and recharge. Faith, wow, grace and faith. And wow, surrender to the divine. Grace, faith, surrender to the divine. Did I not tell you this is extremely spiritual, very connected? I'm not surprised. Not at all. Judgment and Hermit. Look at that. All right, pile number 2. Let us get into your reading. Just like pile number 1, this one aspect is indecision. You are balancing things and you have to make a decision. All right, this is a very major, crucial decision of your life, and it involves you leaving whatever it is that you have and moving towards what is calling you. You know what is calling you. All right, but the path ahead is not easy, and you know it, and you know what all it entails. You know, but where you are not being fulfilled. And you've been thinking about this a lot. You have reflected with this hermit energy here. You have actually gone within, you've withdrawn, you've thought about this a whole lot. All right, and that's how you've been able to clear out this clutter. You've meditated, you have done all that you did, and it's becoming clear and more clear to you that you need to take a certain path. All right, and the whole world is your oyster. The Two of Wands, traditionally in this card, it's like it's showing these two rams butting heads, basically your head and your heart. All right, in traditional tarot, it's a person with a globe in one hand and the two wands on either side, and they're deciding which way to go, and the whole world is there for them, to go out to and to have new experiences, but they are in that decision making phase. And with this Two of Pentacles here, you've been balancing a lot of things, but enough is enough, because you have meditated. This is not a spur of the moment thing that your heart's called out to do something and you're going. You've been thinking about this for a very long time. You've deliberated it, and this is something that needs you to walk away from everything that is there right now into a totally different path. All right. And for a lot of you, it's got to do on your spiritual journey. Something, maybe you want to, maybe for some of you, you have a lot of, in your 3D world, in this world of ours that we have, the material world, you are very accomplished. All right. But it's time for you to step out of your comfort zone. See, there are so many cards which are saying this is telling you to make that decision. The Eight of Chalices, which is the Eight of Cups, is telling you to move, to go and find those two cups, which is going to be the ultimate wish fulfillment. And just that here you have, get out of your comfort zone. So you have been working with all the people around you. You've been serving everybody. You've been the most compassionate person. You've had so many experiences that has made you such a deeply compassionate person. With this chivalry card here, this is the Knight of Cups energy. You've been this kind, wonderful, beautiful person, all right? And people do love you, and people around you love you a whole lot. But now it's time for you to fulfill that higher purpose of yours. All right, with the Judgment card here, the time has come. It's time for you to go, and you know it. You have meditated a lot, you know it. There's always grace flowing to you and through you. There's grace of the universe upon you always, and you know it because you're deeply connected with the divine. You have the faith, and whenever you feel upset or you're wondering what to do, you're being asked to surrender to the divine. Whatever this is, it's meant to happen. The time has come with the Judgment. This is the call for you. All right, this is the time for you to move forward. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges, absolutely, and your unique path is calling you now. With this Attract Abundance card here, the number 21 on the number, which adds to a number 3, and there's another 3 here, so that's an added confirmation. This is something that you are meant to do. You have a lot of abundance possibly already, but there is going to be a different sort of abundance which you're going in for, which is going to be so satisfying, which is the reason that you are here. Thanatos is no ordinary card. It's a huge card. You have the kind of experiences you've had, pile number 2, not very many people have had. And so the kind of maturity, the kind of vision that you have is also not something that everyone has. With this, see the amount of, you have purple here, purple here, purple here, amethyst stone. You definitely have your crown chakra and your third eye chakra activated. For a lot of you, you may be clairvoyant or claircognizant at least, if not more. You are naturally extremely intuitive and you are very compassionate. All right? And it's time for you to step out, and you know it. It's not that you don't know, you know it. But this decision is, I know this is my soul purpose, but should I go now? Is the time right? Do these people around me need me? And somewhere around, you've been in this energy of taking care of everything, that you also apprehensive of taking this step, though every bit of you knows that this is what you should do, and you're being asked to step out of your comfort zone. And as you progress in this direction, everything is going to be clear to you. And if you're worried, if you're scared, which is such a natural thing, just surrender to the divine. Have faith. You are protected. There's grace always flowing upon you. Just move. Simple message, but a very deep message. And it's going to change your life in a very profound manner. And I think you already know this. Pile number 2. This is not a small decision. So I'm not trying to, lighten it as something which is a normal thing, or you're just going after your career or whatever. For this is something big. This is not something small, and you know it. And you've been in this energy for quite some time. You are the hermit. You have meditated over it. You've been looking for answers. Possibly you've come to many tarot readings as well. You're trying, but the time has come for you to take that call and move in that direction. I think you've thought about it enough. You've worked out everything already. And you are, wherever you go, you take this energy with you of compassion, because you're natural healers. And you are being taken in the right direction for you to transform so beautifully. And that last 2 cups, which are to, complete you emotionally, fulfill you emotionally, that's what's going to happen. So you've thought enough. Now it's time for you to move. My dear pile number 2, sending you lots of love and light, just as you've been sending everyone else and giving everyone else so much love and light. I hope you're able to take that decision, and you will see when you do that you do not regret it, and that every step of the way you're going to be connected. Your crown chakra is wide open. You must be getting a lot of spiritual downloads at this time. All right? Just surrender to the divine. Trust your inner guidance. You already know, actually, even as I'm repeating it to you, you actually know exactly. If after listening to my reading, if you feel a little confused as to what I'm talking about, then this is not your reading, pile number 2. Because those of you who have come up here, you definitely know what it is that I'm talking about. And whatever it is, for each of you, it will be different, but it's something powerful. It's not any small step. It's a major, major decision. All right, so I'm wishing you all the very best and sending you lots and lots of love and light. Bye-bye. Take care. Last but not the least, welcome pile number 3. Those of you who've chosen the clear quartz crystal and this beautiful lover card. Look at the colors. The other 2 colors, cards were dark, black and white, gray kind of thing. And suddenly this is all color. And predominantly the sacral, solar plexus and heart chakras, all activated, all open. Beautiful energy. You are love. All right. It's not about finding a lover. Those, for some of you, that could also be. We'll check from the cards. But it is about bringing out the lover in you. And that is not in the typical sense. It's basically, you are love. Everything that you touch is with love. You are in love with life itself. Everything is love. Nothing disgusts you. You look at everything from a different, and it's not like wearing rose-colored glasses, when you have this love interest of your life and you don't want to see their flaws and you just see them as perfect. This is not that. This is, you see all the imperfection and you still love. You still choose to love because you are in this great energy, pile number 3, which is beautiful. And you are getting a lot of answers, a lot of clarity. Your third eye will be open at this time. Maybe you're getting, you're able to, you're clairvoyant at this time. Or you might get, lucid dreaming. In your dreams, you'll be able to see things. A lot of readers, they tell you to have a dream journal just next to your bed, and that when you're having this dream and you wake out of it, get up and write. I don't recommend it because you might not go back to sleep again, but I don't know how good my recommendation is, because I have never been able to maintain a dream journal, and by morning I do forget, which is why everyone tells you to write it immediately after. But I battle with sleep issues anyway, so I just, but in the morning what's left is this feeling of something has happened, and there are 1 or 2 images which are very strong, but you can't relate to where this was. For me, 2 days ago, I've had such a clear dream, and I'm just not able to, and it's there, even as I'm telling you this, I can see that in my mind's eye, but I am not able to relate to it. So maybe you write it down. But the thing is that right now you are going to get a lot of answers, pile number 3. Now let's put down your cards. 2 of Wands. Pile number 2 got this card as well. The Ace of Wands. Nice. The 7 of Cups. Okay. Oh, you get another card. The 9 of Swords. Okay. Direction. Friendship. Serendipity. I love this card. 29, the number 11 and the number 2 could be significant. Sapphire. Regenerate your body. Unakite. Live in the now. Porcupine Spirit. Time for a beginner mind. Yes, with the Ace of Wands, I'm not surprised. Maybe we can put that here and put this here. Unleash the wild within. A new start is coming. My God, how many confirmations do you need? And peace. Beautiful. Pile number 3. Your messages from the higher realms, from the universe, from your spirit guides, from your ancestors. These are your messages. Number 1, biggest message. There is going to be a new opportunity coming your way with the Ace of Wands, which is almost in the center of your reading. There is this beautiful opportunity which is going to be extremely creative. Your creative juices are in overflow. I told you in the beginning, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus and your heart chakra are lit. All right, so there is this beautiful energy that you're coming into, whether it's an opportunity or whether it is from within an idea. It's a huge, it is something which you are so passionate about. This, what you're going to create now is going to be something you are so passionate about. It's something that you love, and because you love it and because your passion for it and your creativity is so strong, your solar plexus is also lit because you have the confidence to see it through. All right, and how many, look at that, you get Ace of Wands, you get time for a beginner mind, and you get a new starters coming. Yes, very much, pile number 3. So if you've been thinking that nothing is moving in your life or what you should be doing, a new start is going to come into your life, and there is progression from one of wands, two of wands. So this opportunity comes, and with this globe here, you have this whole world in front of you to conquer. Your possibilities are limitless, and you know it. Your creativity is a whole lot. Problem is that you have a mind which overthinks. You are confused. Seven of Cups is a person who is wondering what to do, which cup to choose, too many options. Nine of Swords here, thinking that it's not going to happen. Maybe if you do this, it's going to backfire. Maybe you're not good enough. It's keeping you up at night. What if I do the wrong thing? And what you want is direction. This is what you want. You don't know which way to go. Should I do this? Should I do that? What should I do? Where can I get answers from? This is the energy that you are in, or you're going to come into. All right? And possibly because you've been in this energy for quite some time now, that it started affecting your physical body. All right? So what is your advice here? What is the universe trying to tell you? They see it. This is a God-sent opportunity. This is the universe giving you this opportunity. So if you are in this energy now, wondering what to do, thinking your life lacks direction, know that this beautiful energy is coming to you now. So for some of you, it's already come. For some of you, it's about to come. I'll just take a sip of water, please. All right, and when this energy comes, I feel because this is the Ace of Wands, and I feel a lot of you here are creators, some of you in art, and a lot of you who write. All right, and you've been holding yourself back. Whatever be some of you may be singers, some of you may be dancers, some of you may be in the, in some industry which is visible to the whole world. All right, and you always underplay your talent, and you're being asked to unleash the wild within. There is one side of you, possibly your family doesn't like. Maybe conservative, maybe you've had a conservative upbringing, or you're generally just worried about your being different from the rest of the world. But that is your uniqueness. That is something that is not to be hidden, but to be celebrated. And I know it's easier said than done, because when you're staying in a place wherein people are a certain way, and you see when you're sitting with them how they judge anyone else who's a little off from who they are. We know this world has a whole lot of racism and whatever other isms there are, because we live in logic which leads to fear. And our fear is, if everyone is not like us, then they will do something to us, so hate them. And that is the energy that everyone surrounds themselves with. And so people who are unique, they're scared of showing the uniqueness. And actually, it's not people who are unique. These are people who are recognizing their uniqueness. The fact is, everyone is a unique and a different individual on the surface of it in this 3D world. And at the end of it, we are all one. We are just the same. We're made of the same thing. We are born here. We will die here. We are the same. But in this existence, in this period that we are here on this planet, living a life, we are all unique in our own way. And it is for us to be able to flaunt that uniqueness to the rest of the world instead of hiding it from people. So you're being asked to unleash the wild within. You are going to get a golden opportunity with the Ace of Wands here. And you have a choice to make. Either go and you take the world, the whole world is there for you to explore. For a lot of you, it may be on the internet. People are going to see you, and you are trying to hold yourself back. Don't do that. You are all set to conquer the world. Embrace that energy. Do not get into this 9 of Swords, 7 of Cups energy. You know what you want. Maybe when you start out in this path, it may be something totally different from what you have done till now, but it is something that you really want to do. But time for a beginner mind. So what? You start as the Page of Wands. Start with take this Ace of Wands, and you start with the Page of Wands. Start small. Keep building on it. Learn as much as you can. Look, keep your eyes and ears open. And most importantly, keep your mind open and keep your heart open. Your heart is open. Your creativity is on point and you have this confidence coming into you. But you've been thinking, if you've been in this energy is going away from you now because your solar plexus is chakra is open right now. You are going to find this courage. When you get this idea, things are going to move. Possibly for some of you in the last new moon, it's already started. And for others of you, by the time it's the next new moon, where are we right now? We are in, this is I'm recording this on the 13th of May. So maybe for others of you, in another 10, 15 days, whenever the next new moon is in Gemini, maybe that's when you feel this change coming. And any time you get into this energy where you feel you will not be able to do it, or that maybe this direction that you've chosen is not the right thing, or if you show your real self, people will not like you, you're being asked to center yourself by coming to the present moment. Live in the now. Connect to your breath. Breathe. Know that this is the only thing that is true. Everything else is planning for the future, thinking about your past. This moment, this breath is what connects you to this body that you have in this planet. So take a moment, deep breathe, feel happy that you're alive and you still have your whole life ahead of you to do whatever it is that you want. Alright, center yourself and take care of your body. If you've been neglecting your body, take care of it. For some of you, maybe you've had a falling out with a friend, or maybe in the past you've drifted away from a friend, and this person may be able to, give you some direction, and you are going to bump into this friend here with this serendipity card here. All right? And this meeting is going to be beautiful. You are going to get some major insights from here. And this is going to help you, there will be a peace offering. And this friend, meeting with this friend is going to change a lot of things for you. It'll be maybe you've drifted apart, maybe things have gone cold, but you just have a chance meeting. It may not be something great wherein you're reuniting and deciding that, no, but you've both matured, I feel, and you're both coming together. And you are going to make peace with your past and whatever else. And this person's going to say something or do something, or maybe it is just this energy which was stagnant. Sorry about that. That was my throat chakra doing a number on me. And I feel in the past, with this blue here, this is again throat chakra. It's possible that you haven't been able to communicate clearly and there's been a misunderstanding in the past, but you are going to meet this person out of the blue, and you're going to be so, when you actually come face to face with one another, you're going to be so happy to see one another that you're going to forget all that, and it's going to feel so petty, whatever you've been thinking and what's made you drift apart, and naturally you will flow into peace. Maybe thereafter things have changed and you've moved on, and you may not come back to the same terms that you were in once upon a time, but you both free yourself because you've got different journeys to follow. But this is going to somewhere shift something, because you are in this energy, the energy of the lover. You are love. People will naturally warm up to you. So show your real self to the world. Don't cut yourself short. Do not dim your light just to fit in to what you think other people want you to do. Not at all, pile number 3. You're meant to shine. You're meant to let your creativity touch the lives of people. People want to see understand you better. The thing is, we are scared of people who are different from us because we don't know them. Because we don't know them, we feel they are a threat to us. But let people see who you are and see how wonderful you are and see what you have to offer. this opportunity, if it hasn't come, it's coming. So please keep your eyes, ears, mind, heart, and arms open for it. Allow the universe to give you. You are love, and you will recognize it, because unlike the other piles, wherein you had to, they've got more difficult energies. For you, it is self-limiting belief. It's not the people around you. It is you who are holding yourself back. But not for long. These are not major arcanas. These are just minor arcanas. Major changes will come, and you will be, it's going to be a natural progression, and it's going to be beautiful, pile number 3. Beautiful. This has been, just as I said, the other 2 cards with their dark grey colors and grey and white and black colors, and you so bright. This has been the easiest reading, but I'm not trivializing this energy, because when we get into our heads, I'm a champion of this energy, being an Aquarian. All right, sitting in your head has served no one in the past. It will not serve anyone in the future or in the present. But when you come into this energy, because we are not all in touch with meditation, and we don't always, we are human beings and we slip up from time to time. But when you come into this energy, just know to do breath work. All right, connect with your breath, connect with the now, and you will find that this dissipates. Initially, it will be difficult to leave this and come into this energy, but in time, it will become a natural process. I'm telling you this because I've been there, and I do this, and that's the only thing that calms me down and gets me going. All right, and this will help you find direction. So wonderful things are going to happen. Possibly they've already started for some of you, and for others of you, by the time it's new moon in Gemini, things are going to be rolling for you. All right, and these are your messages from your higher realm, from the universe, to say that you are unique. Don't dim your light. There is a lot of peace and harmony coming your way. Embrace this beginner mind and embrace this new change that's coming. This is something that's beautiful. Your creative juices, your passions are all going to be on overflow. This is a wonderful time. So be in love with yourself and be in love with everyone and everything around you. All right, pile number 3. And I'll catch you again with another reading sometime. Take care of yourself. Sending you a lot of love and light. Bye-bye.